Brodes Media.
This is now 2 straight games where I thought the Flyers deserved a better outcome at the end. They just outshot their opponent 40-15 and lost 5-2. That's actually almost impossible. They had so many chances to score. Travis Konechny, wide open net, pokes it wide. Forster, I don't even have enough fingers to count how many times he screwed up. He is in his own head. Is he even hitting the net? I have no idea. It's aggravating. I think there's only one way to bounce back, fellas, because they haven't won a damn game since the Morgan Frost era started. It might be time for Torts to make a decision and say, get back up in the stands and start watching in the press box, my guy, because this team only knows how to win when he's out. Man, what a mess this was. And I am frustrated. I don't like hearing, well, Brodes, shut your mouth. This team should be losing anyway. This is who they are. What do you mean? They should have won tonight. They could have scored on a 2-on-0 between Scott Lawton and Hathaway, and this changes everything. If the goalie makes a save, a timely save once in a blue moon, Urson, I'm looking at you. You don't get off the hook. You don't get off free. He stinks right now, and I'm watching Buffalo make a major stop on a 2-on-0, yet any moment, it's at 100% rate right now. Whenever the other team, it doesn't have to be Buffalo, but it's whenever the other team gets an odd man rush laid and they get a nice scoring chance, it's in the back of the net. At some point, I gotta ask for you to do something large. And I don't want to hear the excuse that he didn't expect to play tonight and he thought it was Carter Hart's night, because then what's your job as a backup if it's not to be ready for any moment that your number is called? This can happen at any point. It can happen at any time of the season. Be ready for it, and I don't think he was. So it sucks, and I am pissed because I thought they could have 2 more wins right now, and even though it's rebuild time and we're trying to get better and draft better and do all that stuff, I want to win. I want to win. I have competitive fire, and I want to see my hockey team produce, and when they play well enough to have the deserved outcome, that is a win in my eyes. I want that. I want that. I feel unsatisfied, and there's 2 ways to look at this. They're not a disaster, and they are involved right now, and they're doing great things. Sanheim contributed to both of their goals in the beginning when he hits Joel Farabee from behind the net for an awesome breakout pass, which then stretches him out on a 2-on-1. Now, maybe Joel Farabee probably should have shot anyway. Could have been a far pad looking for a pass that way. Or you can shoot short side and try and beat them cheating over for a potential pass. It hits off the skate, goes in, you get a lucky bounce. What's irritating, though, is instantly that lead is gone because Zamula had awful gap control. Now, in live speed and during the game when it actually happened live, I thought that Zamula could have pinched in the neutral zone. The more and more I watch it, I'm okay with him backing up and playing the rush. Where I needed him to do way better was holding his own blue line. There was a weak pass from the wall to the middle of the ice. That needs to be broken up there, whether you head out in transition the other way or you force them to go off sides. You're always taught if you're not 100%, don't pinch. So I get it, as the puck was a little loose and a little ahead of the forwards of Buffalo, if you decide to back up and not step forward because then you're really toast and you're screwed, fine. I can live with backing up and playing the rush, but you have to separate the pass to get into the zone. That was a terrible, terrible play by Zamula, and I know John Tortorella noticed it too. I really haven't even mentioned the Carter Hart injury yet. It sucks. It sucks to see him go down with a mid-body injury. I'm waiting to see what Torts says after the game. I'm not really expecting much. They'll probably hold it close to their chest. Okay, this was 32 seconds ago, so I'm perfect on the timing. Tortorella said they did not have an update on Carter Hart yet. They will know more tomorrow. That's exactly what I expected to hear from them. Travis Sanheim continues his fantastic start to the season, so much so that during Intermission Live, they're asking about, well, who's the most exciting player out there? Not that this is a game filled with Crosby, Ovechkin, McDavid, Bedard, and all these highlighted players. But they do say, look at Sanheim out there. He's buzzing around. He's seeing the ice well. He contributed to both of the goals for the Flyers at that point, and his ability to start it off in the defensive zone to then make a first good pass. Boring stuff. Tape to tape. Outlet passes from behind your goal line to the half wall. It can't get any more boring than that. But that boring play is what gives Joel Farabee an opportunity to use his speed, get up ice, and he may have gotten lucky with some puck luck, but sometimes you need luck, and that's what ended up happening there to give you the early lead. Like I said, it just sucks that you give it away instantly, and then you got lucky because you're able to challenge an offsides call where there was a 5-on-2, 5-on-3 rush up ice. You can't allow Jeff Skinner to take all that space, and nobody was even close to touching him, and he skates right into the slot and rips it. Come on. What are we doing? What are we doing? Good for Tortorella and the team, though, to recognize that they can challenge that. How the hell do you skate off sides there? That is brutal. And this Buffalo team, though, they still found a way, which is nuts. I'm scared for the Carter Hart news. It did not look good. He tried to power through. He tried to stay out there and compete, but you could tell that it was not happening. I thought they played strong. I thought they played strong against Carolina. What I'm afraid is going to happen, because we have seen this many, 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 many times, is it gets so bad that they lose so many in a row, and then their bottled up frustration snowballs things out of control. And they really get down in the dumps, and you could tell that everybody's upset, and they lose sight of playing the game the right way, and then it really gets ugly. We can't see another 10-game losing streak, another 9-game, 8-game losing streak, and I'm just worried because if you notice, when you look at their future schedule here, it will be more difficult. So they see Buffalo Friday night. This time, they are traveling to Buffalo. But after that, they have a back-to-back. Following that Buffalo game, they're playing the LA Kings here at home. San Jose's 0-8-1. You can possibly go get some redemption against the Anaheim Ducks. You play the Kings. You have Carolina, the Vegas Golden Knights, the Islanders, the Rangers, the Islanders, the Hurricanes, the Devils. It gets beefy. There's a Blue Jackets game in there. I would expect a W. They're 3-4-2 currently. A lot of injuries resulted in why their record was so poor last year. I don't really know what they're supposed to be, though, if I'm being completely honest with you. Things change in November, and the teams that you see are significant talent. And I just hope that they don't lose it because they get so angry by either their goaltending not holding up their end of the bargain, or it's constant odd man rushes. It's constant 3-on-2s, but they're not putting up anything on the board.